Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Michael Jaden X here, and happy Thanksgiving. For Thanksgiving, I will be reviewing the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special. Now, I was supposed to do it last week, but I've been in college, and I've had shit to do, and now I got time I'm on break. This special is from 1973, and it is the third and final of the three mainstream Charlie Brown holiday specials. Without further ado, let's get into it. Now, it starts with the famous football gag, where Lucy would be like, "Oh, Charlie Brown, um, shit, I got a football. I'm gonna use this hair sponge." Okay, like, "Oh, Charlie Brown, how about we do the football thing? I'll hold the ball, you kick it." And she's Charlie Brown's looking like, "Bitch, do you think I'm dumb? Like, you do the same shit all the time. You just want me to come run up to that football so you can pull away at the last minute, and I'll lay on my back and kill myself." It's like, "Oh no, but it's Thanksgiving." Well, that got to do with anything. And they have the annual football game for Thanksgiving, and you gotta start with the kick of the football. You can't mess up. I mean, you can't pass up on this opportunity. It's like, well, maybe she's right. I don't think she'll take me on a holiday. You don't think so? You know what? I can't pass up this honor. I'm gonna kick this football all up to the moon. Oh! And what do you know? She tricked him again, unsurprisingly. Talking about, oh yeah, funny how some traditions just fade. Fuck you, Lucy. And now we get into the main plot. So Thanksgiving is around the corner. I mean, it's today. Is what I'm talking about. Yeah, Charlie Brown's checking the mail, and then his annoying little sister comes up, talking about, "Oh, what did you expect? A turkey card?" And talking about how they already have Christmas decorations up at the store. The facts. And Sally's ungrateful as talking about, "Oh, why should I give thanks on Thanksgiving? What do I gotta be thankful for? I don't know. Maybe that you're alive, that you have a family, that you have food, you have a house. There's a whole lot you can be grateful for." I mean, you can't expect a little girl to appreciate that. Talking about, yeah, it just gives more work for us at school. Now we gotta do an essay about some dude named Stanley Miles. She means Miles Standish. As in the first ever Thanksgiving and how that started. Actually, I don't think that's an appropriate topic for a kid's essay at elementary school. Yeah. And then Linus comes over and be like, "Hey guys, what's the problem? Thanksgiving is upon us." And Sally's not even done finished with, eating her Halloween candy. I mean, I still got some too, if I'm being honest. He was like, "Oh, well, Thanksgiving is a really important day." And what are y'all plans, by the way? Let's get the boring stuff. Charlie and Sally are going to their grandma's house for Thanksgiving. Hey, me too. And Sally's like, "Oh, Linus, how about you come with us? That we can sit at the table. We can hold hands at the table." Sally, chill. That boy does not want you. He has his own damn family to deal with. So so they're doing their thing, and then Peppermint Patty calls the house. And it's like, "Hey Chuck," that's what they call him. "How about I come over to your house for Thanksgiving dinner, and I can also invite Marcy and Franklin without his permission." She doesn't even give him a chance to explain why they can't come, because he keeps trying to be like, "Oh, well, oh, don't worry, it's no problem, and we won't make no mess, we won't cause no trouble." He's like, "No, wait, I don't know," but she can't shut the fuck up long enough to listen. And Sally's not making it any better. He's like, "What are you talking about? What do you mean they're coming over? We don't need to be home." He's like, "Yeah, 'cause you can't explain shit to her." She was like, "Oh, well, that's your fault. 'Cause you're too wishy-washy." I mean, Sally, shut the fuck up. Then Linus comes over, and Charlie has to explain that to him and be like, "Oh, what time are you going to your grandma's?" Like 4. "Okay, well, you just have 2 dinners. You just make one now with us, and then later you can go with your family." He's like, "But I can't cook a Thanksgiving dinner. All I can do is, what do you say, toast and cold cereal." Well, that's why, yeah, Linus helps too, along with Snoopy and Woodstock. And they get that cooking montage with the dun 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 dun. But what had me dying was when Woodstock put Snoopy's ear in the toaster and tried to butter that. Like, Woodstock, you can't be that stupid. Oh, and how about when they set up the table and chairs outside? Snoopy tried to get the lawn chair, but that possessed chair tried to fight him. Yeah, how about that? So, because they're only like 8, I think, they can't cook a real Thanksgiving dinner. So, what do? They make toast. They got pretzel sticks, popcorn, and jelly beans. Yeah, basically carbs and sugar. Okay, so fast forward, everybody gets there. They sit up at the table, and I gotta show this. So in more recent years, there's been this thing called where they were calling Charlie Brown racist because when you pull the table and the picture of them all sitting up at the table, you see Franklin is just sitting by himself on one side. I'm looking for the real picture. Here it is. You see them? Got Linus up here talking. All the white characters and the dog crammed on this side of the table. Marcy here by herself. And here's Franklin. Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they knew what they were doing. They're gonna put the one black character, the only black character in the entire franchise at that, by himself. It was even to the point where last year, my senior year of high school, my drama slash acting class, we watched this, and our teacher had this sub thing. I mean, it's like she came up with this whole subplot about, oh, Charlie Brown is racist, and basically, as an assignment choice, people would write about if they thought it was racist and what they thought about it. Yeah. Okay, back to the story. So they all say, so Pepper and Patty wants them to say grace. So Linus talks about how in the year 1621, the Pilgrims had their first Thanksgiving feast and how they invited the great Indian chief Massasoit, who brought 90 of his great Indians and an abundance of food. I used to have that speech memorized, but now I forgot. And they invited William Bradford and Miles Standish and was a elder William Brewster being a minister said a prayer going something like this: "We thank God for our homes and our food and the safety in the new land." And I forgot the rest. Yeah. And now Snoopy, like, he passes out all the food on the plates, throws it at everybody. And when Perry Petty realizes what they're having, she's like, "What's this? A piece of toast? A pretzel stick? Popcorn? What blockhead cooked all this?" Looking at Snoopy. And Snoopy's like, "Huh? Yeah, I don't know who the hell did make this food. I don't know." Like, what kind of a Thanksgiving dinner is this? Where's the turkey, Chuck? Don't you know anything about Thanksgiving dinner? Where's the mashed potatoes? Where's the cranberry sauce? Where's the pumpkin pie? And then Charlie Brown, feeling defeated, he walked off. And then Marcy had to check her. She was like, "Sir," that's what she called her. Like, "Oh, sir, you were kind of rough on Charlie Brown." Like, rough? I didn't come all the way up here for this. We're supposed to be served a real Thanksgiving dinner. And she's like, "Well, hold on. Did he even invite you, or did you invite yourself and us too?" And that's when Pepper Patty grows a brain and realizes that she wasn't even supposed to be there. And then she wanted Marcy to go apologize for her because she didn't have the balls to do it. She's like, "Whatever." And then Charlie Brown's thinking that he remembered about Thanksgiving. And then Marcy has to tell him. I mean, well, Thanksgiving isn't just about eating. You remember the prayer that Linus said? And they were all thankful for what they had. Yeah, I remember that prayer. Funny how he left out the part of how they massacred everybody and basically celebrated their death over food. So yeah, they talk. Pepper Patty goes in to apologize, and there's that. His grandma calls the house. He's like, "Oh, hey, grandma. Yeah, I just have my friends here. They need it." And then get this. Grandma invites everybody over for Thanksgiving. And they're all happy. They get in the car and they sing a song about, like, through the woods to grandma's house we go. She's like, "Yeah, but my grandma lives in a condo, not a house." Okay. But you know the real kicker that people don't really talk about much? The fact that at the very ending scene shows that not only do they have a turkey the whole time, but Woodstock's eating it too. Um, Cannibalism much, given how he is a bird. Yeah, yeah, they definitely put in some stuff that we wouldn't even be thinking about till decades later. This is from 1973. We've had 52 years to catch this stuff. And here are my final thoughts. Well, Peppermint Patty is an ungrateful bitch. Not only did she invite herself to Charlie Brown's house and force him to cook a Thanksgiving dinner, which he wouldn't have known how to make anyway, but then complains when she doesn't get what she wants. I'm like, well, then you shouldn't have came over. He never invited you. Personally, I would have told the bitch straight up, no, you're not coming over here. I have my own plans. You have your own damn Thanksgiving dinner. Leave me the hell alone. That's what I would have told her. Like, I can't bother with this. I'm going to my grandma's house. Fuck you. That's what he should have told her. But you know, Charlie Brown's too nice for that. And also, what happened to Lucy? Because you know, she was at the beginning to do that football gag, and then she was never seen or heard from again after this. I mean, it's a pretty dramatic way of saying it, but hey, it's true. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that too. I wonder why she didn't come. You know, Linus was there. You know, Linus and Lucy are siblings, so if he was there, why wouldn't she come? Well, Peppermint Patty supposed to be the replacement for Lucy because you know before this Peppermint Patty, there was Lucy being a bitch to Charlie Brown. Yeah. But anyway, that was my review of the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. If you liked it, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. It's a free way to help me out, and also hit the bell so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. See you next video. Happy Thanksgiving and deuces.